Hi, I'm Mr. Franklin, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the daily check-in because we're going to be talking about grades. It is the progress report, so you do have some things assigned for today. You're going to have this warm-up, Learn It, Teach It Phase 2, where we're going to introduce you to the next part of our project. We're going to take some video notes and learn about waves, our first set of notes in the new unit. Really cool stuff because it's so different than what we've been doing. And we're going to talk about grades because progress reports will be coming out next week and we need you to turn in your stuff by this Wednesday. Okay, so you have until Wednesday to get work turned into your teacher to get it on the progress report. It will still affect your grade, even if you say you turned it in on Friday or Saturday. We'll still put it in the grade book and it will bring your grade up, hopefully, but it may not reflect on the progress report. Okay. So real quickly, I'm going to recap how our grades are working right now. And then I want you to go back to the grade book in Canvas and record what is your daily work grade, what is your lab grade, what is your test grade, what is your project grade. You should be able to see those in Canvas. So let's jump over to this other document real quick and let's talk about grades. First off, just a reminder, I use a 50% as a minimum score for grades. Whether it's you didn't turn anything in, I give you a 50%. You did 50% of the work, I give you a 50%. Or you answered the full document, but you only answered half of it correctly, you're still going to get a 50%. Now, why is that? Kind of old school, traditional type schools, 0 to 60% is usually what a teacher might give you for some of that. What that means is there's 60 points in the F category for a grade, whereas an A only has 10 points, 90 to 100, that's only 10 points. A letter B, 80 to 90, it's only 10 points, only 10 points, only 10 points. But an F, we are setting it so that it's equally distributed across all the grades. One of the reasons for that is if you get a 0 in one category, but have 100% on everything else, saying you probably actually know what's going on, you just didn't do very well in your test, well, you still got an F. Okay, so with a minimum score of 50, you're still going to pass. So it actually kind of balances grades out quite a bit more. It allows us to average in and reflect what you are actually capable of. And it's unusual and it's hard to understand how that actually works because sometimes it doesn't feel like that, but it is very, very helpful to you and to me when I'm giving you a grade and reflecting what you know. With that said, we have different categories of assignments: daily work, which is 25% of your overall grade, labs, which are 20%, tests, which are 45%, and the project grade, which is 10%. Bottom line is which one affects your grade the most? It is the test category. So if I suddenly got 100% in that, I'm suddenly passing. Whereas if I had a 50% and I had 100% in the daily category, I'm down at 62. Okay, so tests have the biggest impact on your overall grade. Now, there are some of you with this actual grade in the grade book right now, and you're going to go in and try to do your test, but you score a 25% because you haven't done any of the notes. You don't know what's going on, but I'm being generous and I'm going to raise your score up to 50%. Some of you are going to go in and take just the tests and you're going to score a 60. So it did help your grade, but you're still not really sure about what's going on. So what I recommend you do is, one, you should watch all the video notes. If you do all the video notes, you will have between a 70 to 80% in your daily work, as long as you're actually recording your notes and turning in your notes. So that's your grade already, just by going through and watching the video notes. But if you know what's going on when you take the test, you should be able to answer some of the test questions. So now your 60 becomes a 65. Wow, now you're in the D range. Your grade is already immensely better. The next thing that we recommend that you really should focus on, besides doing your notes, is doing the labs, because the labs basically do a lot of the practicing with the concepts from the video notes, and a lot of the questions from the test reference things you saw in the lab. So you really need to work through every lab. And so let's say you do some of that and you get 70%. Well, not only will it bring your grade up, but your test grade will probably also go up. So do your video notes, do labs, and then take a shot at your test. If you actually work through it and do all the work, there are large chances for your grades to be significantly higher. Quarter project, while overall it doesn't have the weight of the test category, watch what happens if I turn in my quarter project stuff. Okay, I suddenly went up by 5 percentage points. If I don't do my quarter project, I'm cheating myself out of potentially raising my grade a letter grade. What you need to do is go through Canvas in your grade book and write down what is your grade in each of these categories. And then when you finish, you should look at those grades and go, which one of these really needs some work? For some of us, it's all of them. Okay, so you should follow do the notes first, do the labs, and then take a shot at your test. Some of you, you're actually doing pretty good. It's just your tests aren't so good. So maybe you need to schedule time with me to study in tutorial time and then go take the test again and retake. Some of you need to go look at your feedback that I've given you, correct the work, and resubmit. So if your test score is low, which quiz or test do you need to finish? Because many of you, it's just you haven't taken it yet. So you need to get in there and do it. Which quiz or test do you need to retake? So some of you have some decent grades, but it's not 100%. So maybe you have some time and you want to retake it. You're welcome to do so. Can you take it now? So when we finish this warm-up, are you going to stop and actually work on your test? You are welcome to do so. If not, when are you going to do it? Pause the video and tell me in the Pear Deck. Okay. What about labs? Look at these labs. Now, it may not feel like this to you, and if you look at the percentage points, it doesn't look like it's worth a lot, but we don't do very many labs overall compared to the amount of daily work that we do. We don't do very many labs. So one lab assignment or group of lab assignments you choose not to do can greatly affect your grade. So we've got the ants lab was 4 assignments for about 47 points total. The Rube Goldberg project actually was 5 assignments for a total of 87 points. And in the skate park lab was only 2 assignments and worth 50 points. So one of those labs could have a significant impact on your grade. And I know for a fact that each one of these has questions on the test written about them. So there's some things on your test that could be much improved just by doing these labs. So which one do you need to finish or redo? And get that done. So you have until Wednesday, May 5th. Work turned in after that day will affect your grade, but it may not get graded in time for the progress report. Some tips. Do not wait. If you talk to me before the deadline, I'm more than willing to talk to you about options, help you out, help you make a plan, all that kind of stuff. If you have a problem and you have contacted me, I am going to help you out as best I can. And if my help isn't helping, please tell me, because I can't read your mind and I don't know what's going on unless you tell me. Okay? If you have a problem and you have not emailed me, talk to me at school in class, message me in Zoom, I cannot help you because I cannot read your mind. So number one thing you need to do is speak up for yourself, tell me what you need so I can help you. And just remember, because I've been there and I know how this works, you get a week behind. And so now you've got like 10 assignments piled up. Okay, but now the next week has happened and you see Mr. Franklin has just dropped the next 10 assignments. So now you've got this mountain of things that you're supposed to do and you're overwhelmed. So you decide to watch Netflix instead of working on your assignments. Well, all that does is means the next week, here come the next set of assignments and your mountain just got bigger. Okay, so how do you get rid of this mountain? One assignment at a time. So you're going to pick one. You're going to do the video notes. Let's say you do the video notes for work and you're going to do it and turn it in. Well, now your mountain just got smaller. You're going to do the video notes for kinetic energy. The mountain just got smaller. You're going to do the video notes for potential energy. The mountain gets smaller. You do the ants lab. You do 4 of them. your mountain just got smaller. Okay. So you're going to do one thing at a time, but you're going to do 3 or 4 of them in one day. And you're going to eat away at that mountain, one little thing at a time. So you're only looking at that one thing. Don't look at the mountain. Just put one foot in front of the other. Do the one thing right now. Okay. So do that for me. Do that for yourself. And I think you'll be happy with the results. You'll find yourself digging yourself out of a hole. Okay. And don't do it alone. Ask me for help. I can help you. All right. Thank you for watching this video. Good luck with getting your grades and work turned in. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you in the next video.